Don't panic, but everything, and I mean everything, is floating away. Cars, trees, oceans, even you. No, it's not magic. It's what happens when gravity takes a day off. Buckle up. This is curious, and we're about to uncover what really happens if gravity just stops. You're going about your normal day, walking your dog, scrolling your phone, or binge-watching YouTube videos. Hopefully this one. Suddenly, everything starts to float. Your dog's leash, gone. Your phone, mid-air. And you? Well, you're no longer grounded. Forget the phrase, keep your feet on the ground. You'd need to worry about keeping your feet anywhere at all. The world as we know it is no longer under control. Sounds terrifying, right? But let's dive deeper. What exactly would happen in a world where gravity just vanished? To make sense of this chaos, let's call in a friend, science. Gravity is what keeps everything with mass attracted to everything else. Without it, the rules that govern the universe break down. Newton's apple? No longer falling. Einstein's theories? Useless. And us? We're in for a cosmic roller coaster with no seatbelts. So, let me guide you through this journey step by step, breaking it all down in a way that won't make your brain float away. The first thing to understand is this. Without gravity, there's no force pulling you or anything toward the ground. Right now, gravity is what keeps the air hugging the earth, allowing us to breathe. Without it, the atmosphere drifts into space. Oxygen? Gone. You take one last breath before realizing you're in serious trouble. Oh, and speaking of Earth, it's not just people floating away. The oceans, rivers, and lakes are also on their way up. Imagine waves of water lifting into the sky, forming giant blobs as they scatter into the void. Beautiful in a haunting way, isn't it? But wait, there's more. The Earth itself is held together by gravity. Its core, crust, and mantle, all held tight because of that invisible glue. Without it, the planet would slowly start falling apart, mountains crumble, tectonic plates separate, and Earth, as a solid structure, might just cease to exist. And it doesn't stop there. The Moon, which relies on Earth's gravity to stay in orbit, would go rogue. No gravity means no tides, no stable orbits, and, eventually, no moon. Meanwhile, the planets in our solar system would break free of the sun's pull, drifting off into the infinite void of space. It's the ultimate cosmic dance, gone horribly wrong. At this point, you're probably thinking, okay, but what happens to us? Great question. Without gravity, our bodies would face some weird challenges. Blood, which relies on gravity to circulate properly, would pool in strange places, causing swelling and pressure. Our muscles, built to fight against gravity, would weaken. Bones? They'd lose density. And don't even get me started on eating. Without gravity, your food wouldn't stay in your stomach. Here's the kicker, though. All of this chaos wouldn't happen slowly. It would happen all at once. The moment gravity switches off, we're in free fall, not down, but outward. Everything not anchored to the Earth's center would drift into space. The International Space Station? It'd keep orbiting for a while, but even that would eventually lose its trajectory. And as for us? Well, without gravity, there's no way to escape this mess. It's not like you can just hold onto a tree or strap yourself to a chair. There's no down anymore. There's only nothingness. But wait, let's imagine for just a second that we somehow survive. Maybe gravity doesn't vanish entirely, but just weakens. What could we learn? Scientists could study how the universe behaves when one of its fundamental forces is altered. we'd have front row seats to the ultimate experiment. Maybe, just maybe, this crisis would push humanity to innovate like never before. Anti-gravity suits, artificial gravity generators. If we could solve the problem, we'd emerge stronger, smarter, and more united than ever. But that's a big if. The reality is, without gravity, we'd have to rethink everything we know about survival. Cities would float away, satellites would stop working, and even time itself, affected by gravity, might start behaving strangely. And let's not forget the emotional toll. Imagine watching the Earth disintegrate, knowing there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? Eventually, though, the story circles back. Maybe gravity returns, snapping everything back into place. The oceans crash down, the air repressurizes, and life begins to rebuild. Or maybe this is the end of the line. Either way, the experience would change us forever. In this new world, gravity would no longer be an invisible afterthought. We'd treasure it, respect it, and understand just how crucial it is to our existence. Every step we take, every breath we breathe, would feel like a gift. So, what's the takeaway here? Gravity isn't just a force, it's the thread that holds the universe together. And while we might fantasize about floating freely in zero gravity, the truth is, we're lucky to have it. Now, here's a question for you. If you could live in a world without gravity for just one day, what would you do? Let me know in the comments below. And if this journey through a gravity-less universe gave you chills, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more cosmic adventures. Until next time, stay curious and stay grounded, and thank gravity for keeping us all together.